Now, investors are bracing for a tougher 2026 after the World Bank cut its Philippine growth forecasts, citing weaker investment, softer business confidence amid corruption scandals, falling foreign direct investments, and the impact of the recent natural disasters. The World Bank now expects the Philippines to grow 5.1% next year and 5.3% in 2026, a sign that momentum is slowing and that recovery may take longer than we had hoped. So what does this mean for stock picking, risk management, and opportunities as we head into 2026? Joining us this morning is Zerge Zandueta, the portfolio manager of COL Investment Management Strategic Growth Fund. Zerge, good morning and thanks for being here with us.
Hi, Mikey. Good morning.
Okay, Zerge, year to date, we're down by about just 9%. The price action over the past few weeks, it looks like we've started to stabilize. How does the equities market look from your perspective?
Yeah, my end, I think what we're suffering from is a confidence shock. In terms of fundamentals, being the confidence has been shaken because of the recent corruption allegations, and we're just really trying to recover from that. Also, didn't have that earnings. They recovered for the third quarter.
Okay. Zerge, I'm going to have to ask you to hold for a minute. We're going to have to come back to this interview and fix that audio. We're going to be taking a quick break. Business 360 will be right back. Let's go back to our guests. Investors are bracing for a tougher 2026. This after the World Bank cut its Philippine growth forecast, citing weaker investment, softer business confidence amid the corruption scandals, falling direct foreign investment, and the impact of recent natural disasters. The World Bank now expects the Philippines to grow 5.1% this year and 5.3% in 2026, a sign that momentum is slowing and that this recovery may take longer than we had hoped. So what does this mean for stock picking, risk management, and opportunities as we head into 2026? Now joining us is Zerge Zandueta, portfolio manager of COL Investment Management Strategic Growth Fund. Hi, Zerge.
Hi, Mikey. Good morning again.
Okay. All right. We're down 9% year to date, but the market seems to have stabilized over the past couple of weeks. How does it look from your perspective?
Yeah, I think the market is trying to put to bottoming type of phase here. So we're optimistic that we're seeing some basing. I think in terms of the negative news, a lot of them have already come out. So we're quite hopeful that we've seen the major low.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get back to that part. But I also wanted to ask you about this breaking bit of information we had. The PSA just released unemployment figures, and it showed that in October, unemployment picked up to 2.54 million pesos from September. What are your thoughts on this, Zerge?
Yep. I think that's not a lot of not a surprise given the economic slowdowns that we're probably going to see, especially tied to all of the flood control scandal.
Yeah. That said, Zerge, the slowdown and its impact on employment, how long do you think that this trend of high unemployment could go on for?
Probably maybe up until the first half of next year. So I think what we really need to see is some clarity in terms of the government, in terms of the governance type of policies that they have in place, so that a lot of the projects could restart and begin. So I think right now, given that the budget is in suspense, since the government is trying to get its act together and plug the leaks, there's a lot of pause at the meantime. So I think once we see clarity on this front, maybe we could see the employment pick up again.
Yeah, okay. Zerge, the World Bank has cut its growth outlook for the Philippines to 5.1% in 2025 and 5.3% in 2026. From where you sit, has the market already priced in this weaker trajectory?
Yeah, it's highly likely that it's already been priced in. So if we watch the Philippine peso, it has actually reflected that by going close to 60.
Mm-hmm. You think the worst has passed with all of the allegations of Zaldico reaching to the highest echelons of our government? You think all of that negativity is already behind us?
I am hopeful that they have, but I think what we need to see moving forward is concrete steps from the government to really correct things. And I think we need to see corporate earnings to really recover.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, so the negative price action has been priced in, but we also need to see accountability from the government. Zerge, on the accountability front, do you think the PSE, the SEC, the government's economic team, do you think that they've thrown everything that they can at the PSE index? We've been down for a very long time. It's not just this year. It's not just the year before. We've been down for over a decade. Do you think that they've done all they can at this point to revive and lift our market?
yeah, I think they're on the right track. What matters now moving forward is really the implementation. So what happened recently, at least in terms of the news flow, it looks like the PSE is trying to relax rules for IPO listings. So definitely that's something that could help. In terms of the Department of Finance, a new person is in there, Mr. Frederick Go. And at least as recent interviews, it looks like they're really going to try to take concrete steps to help revive the economy. So I'm quite hopeful on that front.
How do you think the market, interpreted the reshuffle in the cabinet with Dec Go as the head of finance now?
Yeah, I think that was viewed very constructively. So if we watch how the market was trading, we saw the worst day for this year on that day that Zaldico mentioned that there might be some involvement from the president in terms of all of the allegations. But if you look at what happened the next week, saw sharp recovery, and that actually was along the lines of when Frederick Go took up the DOF post. So he's a practitioner. He's been in the industry a long time. I think, yes, we have a constructive outlook in terms of what he might be able to do.
Okay, that's good to hear. In terms of interest rates, the Fed is expected to cut, U.S. Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates tomorrow. The BSP's Monetary Board meets tomorrow as well. Expectations are for 25 bips in the U.S., 25 bips here at home. At this rate, do you think the BSP might be cutting rates too fast? They've already cut rates sharply. They've been cutting rates since August of 2024. Do you think perhaps this might be all too fast?
Yeah, it actually feels fast, but our BSP is in a tricky situation. They have to kind of walk the tightrope here. They really need to help the economy because there are signs of it slowing. So as proven by the unemployment figures just ticking up and the GDP coming in at 4%. So they really need to do something in order to help the economy.
Yeah, so
Of
from
course,
from a portfolio perspective, this is just the right pace.
yeah, the important thing is they actually just need to match what the Fed is doing. The
Okay.
risk is if they do
Okay.
something different.
Tight on time. Last question, Zerge. How do investors make money in a market like this? It's really the short-term plays. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, market is very tough, especially looking into next year. The best way to defend is to be defensive, actually. Just buy stocks that pay you a good yield as earning profiles that are resilient. So buy the dividend paying names.
Okay, Zerge Zandueta from COL. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
All right. Thanks so much, Maggie.